What's up? What's up? How y'all doing out there? Y'all know what time it is, baby. It's your boy Easy Work Boxing. We in the building, baby. Nobody's talking no racism. We just get to you fair and square. We just do it like we're supposed to. You know, a lot went on last night. Got to give a shout out to Shakur Stevenson. You know, coming out still undefeated. I think he went 20-0. I told y'all, you know, a lot of people want to give me slack. I've been wrong lately. If you go back to my old channel, Easy Work ENT, you will see that I've been right a lot of times. All right. But, you know, lately, you know, a lot going on in life. I've been slacking a little bit. I was right about this prediction. Couldn't do nothing with him. Couldn't do nothing with Shakur Stevenson. I told y'all. And I seen a lot of professional boxers like Paulie Malignaggi. I can't remember the other guy who actually went and looked at that Valdez fight. Orthodox. So about the same height. I think Valdez was like 2 inches smaller. When I seen that Valdez put out much more punch output than I seen Yoshino do, I already knew that he stood no chance against the future of boxing, the new soon-to-be Floyd Mayweather, Shakur Stevenson. Now, as you've seen, I made my videos where he called out Devin Haney. You know, Devin Haney, to me, is the king at 135. Well, not to me. That's the way it should be entirely in boxing. I don't know why people keep trying to talk about the face of boxing or the pound for pound. Undisputed is the crown, and Devin Haney has that. I go in on Devin Haney, I go in on them all. But at the end of the day, I don't care how many pay-per-views you sell. I don't care how many fans like you. I don't care who notices you when you out in the streets. The hardware belongs to Devin Haney. So to Ryan Garcia, to Tank Davis go see Devin Haney, which Tank don't even like to even talk about Devin Haney at all. Tank don't even like to mention the name of Devin Haney. In an interview, when they asked him about Devin Haney, he act like he don't understand English. So y'all know he don't want to go that way. So they let y'all know what they talking about happening in that Mayweather gym about them $800. Well, Nate say he won $800. Bill Haney them said they won their money. That lets you know that Tank don't want to see Devin Haney. He talked the talk with Devin Haney when Devin Haney has a fight. Y'all got to remember, regardless of what Floyd, regardless of what Adrian Broner is out there saying, talking about, oh, he wasn't in shape. He should have never got in the ring. Just like people complaining about the contract of Ryan Garcia signed the contract, it's the same thing. If Tank knew he wasn't in shape when he sparred Devin Haney, he should have told Floyd and Adrian Broner, I'm not in shape. I'm not going to let him get off on me. So stop using that as an excuse, you know, to Adrian Broner and Floyd Mayweather. Don't use that as an excuse. You shouldn't let him get in there. You shouldn't let him get in there. So Devin Haney, he know that Tank don't want to see him, and Tank don't want no parts of Devin Haney. But if Fundora falls, you know, I'm 6'5", 6'6". You know, height has nothing to do with fighting. I just want to tell people that height and size has nothing to do with fighting. And Mendoza, he went out there and proved that against Fundora, stopping him, knocking him out. You know, it's the will of winning the dog, not the size of it. Not the size of it. Fundora is a good fighter. Take nothing away from him. He has flaws. I think the blueprint is out there for Fundora on how to beat Fundora. He fell in love too much with the uppercut. You know, now we know you catch Fundora opening up and you can possibly knock out Fundora. So the blueprint is there. I think Fundora need a lot to work on. I think they've been really going off the fact that he's 6'6" and a big fighter instead of, you know what I'm saying, giving him a lot of fundamentals. Imagine Fundora with footwork. Imagine Fundora with tight defense. Just imagine that. Long as he is, big as he is, he out there, you know what I'm saying, moving around the ring, know how to, you know what I'm saying, not trying to throw an uppercut. Not only that, a left uppercut. Now, I'm forgetting if Fundora is a southpaw or not. You know, from what I understand in boxing, they say the left uppercut is something that you shouldn't throw. You know, even though Shakur Stevenson, which I forgot to mention, he was going to throw uppercuts against Yoshino, but he threw left uppercuts. Now, I don't know if it's good for a southpaw, if that's just orthodox fighters should not throw a left uppercut. But Shakur was doing it. Fundora tried it, and he got knocked out. And it's just that's just the way it goes in boxing, man. There's always a 50% chance. No matter how good they are, no matter how much they are in shape, if a punch catches you that you cannot see, then it's over. It's over. You can hang it up. I was talking about the Devin Haney being called out by Shakur Stevenson. And I had a dude get on my channel today get told these dudes, I don't understand y'all. I understand that you're a fan of boxing, but I'm starting to see most of y'all. Well, I ain't starting to see. I've been realized a lot of y'all are really man fans. Y'all want to bromance with a dude that don't even know you. I was talking about the situation of the fact that Shakur Stevenson beat Devin Haney up in sparring. It's footage of it. We ain't making it up. Regardless of who you like, people have to come to the understanding of the truth is the truth. Ain't a cloud they're going to cover over the truth. And the truth is, Devin Haney kept grabbing his helmet, trying to get it back on his head because Shakur Stevenson was banging him out. Now, yes, they were young at the time, but, they have elevated to different fighters. And to me, y'all got to remember one thing. Even though Devin Haney was trained a little bit by Floyd Mayweather Sr., Devin Haney over there sparring. Shakur Stevenson is over there sparring the best fighter in the world, Terrence Crawford, who's an orthodox fighter. So do y'all think that Devin Haney has more experience than Terrence Crawford? Huh? Y'all give me 1 second. I'm finna get back on the camera. I like to be on the camera. Y'all think for 1 second that Devin Haney got more experience, more knowledge than Terrence? Take nothing away from Devin Haney, but I don't think he got more knowledge and experience than Terrence Crawford. And also Shakur Stevenson, this is what made me like Shakur Stevenson. Because most men or most boxers would have heard this. He said when he first went to the gym and he sparred Terrence Crawford beat the hell out of him. When he did that, I said, I like this dude. Because only a man can come out and tell the public that he was defeated with no problem. So y'all thinking Devin Haney, you said you was going to stay at 135. You better stay at 135. Because if you don't, this is going to be a blatant dub. He already the mandatory. He your mandatory. Ain't nowhere to go. Ain't nowhere to run. But see, Devin Haney got problems, like I said in one of my videos. He need to worry about Top Rank. Top Rank want Lomachenko to be undisputed. Lomachenko is the type of fighter that can make that a close fight. And all the judges got to do is say, the winner is Vasily Lomachenko. And them titles gone. See, when I made the video, I was saying about Kambosos, he wasn't supposed to leave. Devin Haney was not supposed to leave Australia with them titles. But due to the fact of that Devin Haney was such a good fighter and outclassed Kambosos, they couldn't make it close. See, the reason they made him fight 2 times in Australia in case he won, I'm sure they went and told Kambosos, make the fight close so we can rob him. He couldn't even make it close. But Lomachenko is the fighter that will make the fight close enough to rob him. And they're going to rob him. And I'm not saying if Lomachenko beat him fair and square, just beat him fair and square. But I'm saying if it's a close fight, if rounds are winning by each one, Lomachenko gonna walk away with that fight. I'm telling y'all. Remember me saying this first. Easy work boxing. Remember that. If it's round by round, he got a round, he got a round, he won 2 rounds, he won 1, he won. Vasily Lomachenko gonna walk away with them title. That's Bob Arum's illegitimate son or something. I'm telling y'all, they gonna walk away with them titles, man. Y'all can say it how you want, you know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you the truth. I ain't got nothing against Vasily Lomachenko, hell of a fighter, great resume, best resume at 135. Best resume at 135, but the truth is the truth. The truth is the truth. Let me see what you say. I think if Loma wins, Bob will feed Loma to Shakur. He already said that Lomachenko said he wants Shakur Stevenson. I don't know how true that is. He probably just saying that to sell the fight. But you know they're gonna keep Lomachenko away from Shakur Stevenson. You know they're gonna keep Lomachenko away from Shakur Stevenson. That's just Bob trying to sell a fight. Shakur been coming for the lightweight division. I told y'all when that boy moved up, they was gonna start to out. See, I'm happy he stood there and fought Yoshino. I'm happy he stood there and fought him because they keep coming out with this narrative that he runs. I ain't never seen Shakur Stevenson run one time in the ring. He stand right there and whoop on his opponents. He stand right there in the pocket and beats on his opponents. So I'm so happy that he stood there. So he can't hear that. Isaac Cruz, he run too much. Nobody want to accept it. If I told y'all, Shakur Stevenson is the Demetrius Andrade of 135 now. Shakur Stevenson is the Demetrius Andrade of 135. The Terrence Crawford of 135. Are we going to see Spence versus Crawford announced at the Tank versus Ryan? I doubt it. I think that's just all talk. I think that what people need to be mad about is the fact that why is Errol Spence not talking? What happened to the Keith Thurman fight? He ducked Terrence Crawford again, y'all. What happened to the Keith Thurman fight that was never talked about? All this time has been wasted when you could have been in the ring with Terrence Crawford. All this time has been wasted. And then people criticizing the fact that Terrence Crawford going to try to fight Roker. Errol Spence won't even talk about the fight with Keith Thurman nor him. What is he supposed to do? Sit there and wait on Errol Spence to decide when he want to fight? Come on now. Crawford most definitely would beat Spence. Easily. They're going to keep ducking Shakur. They're going to keep ducking him. I just can't wait to see what Devin Haney say after he beat Vasyl Lomachenko. Notice, right now, Devin Haney ain't saying nothing about he can't make no weight. Y'all paying attention to this? He ain't saying nothing about it's hard for him to make weight no more. So when he fights Shakur Stevenson or the Shakur Stevenson fight should come, we shouldn't hear nothing about weight issues. You ain't saying nothing about weight issues now. Don't say it after you beat Lomachenko. Because if you stay at 135, which we know, you be looking weight drained, your face sucked in, and I'm not giving you an alibi. But I know the reason why y'all said y'all staying at 135. Because y'all was on H Money and he caught Bill Haney, and Shakur Stevenson on live camera told Bill Haney to the public. You told me yourself that when it get too hot in one division that y'all was going to run. Right after that video played, Bill Haney come out and say, we're not leaving 135. We taking on all comers. Yeah. Since Shakur Stevenson busted you on camera and said that when the heat come to 135 that y'all was going to run. That's why y'all going to so-called stay at 135 now. Mm-hmm. Remember, y'all heard it from me first. Remember, you heard it from Easy first. During the process, when we get a all access or whatever's going on within the fight range of the fight, between Vasyl Lomachenko and Devin Haney, watch they gonna say it's weight issues because they know that Shakur Stevenson is next. Oh yeah, man, it was hard as hell to make 135. I don't think I can do it again. I think it's best I move up. I can't keep making the weight. It's draining me. You made it for Vasyl. You made it for Vasyl. And then the way he came with Devin Haney and told him straight up, I always get the best of Devin. Devin got to step up. Jared Anderson targets top names. Jared Anderson needs to stay out of top names. You know what? Send him up against a juggernaut. Since he's such this badass prospect and he whooping all these prospects, send him up against a juggernaut. I'd love to see him versus Big Baby Miller. I would love to see Jared Anderson versus the other Big Baby Miller, Jarrell Miller. He a hot name right now, Jared Anderson. That would be a good fight for Big Baby Miller to get some fire back up on there. You know what I'm saying? To get some fire back behind his name. Jared Anderson is a brute heavyweight that's gonna meet the right heavyweight and get knocked out. No disrespect to him, black man, successful, doing your thing, my brother. It's nothing personal. You know what I'm saying? But what's going on with Jermell Charlo versus Tim Tszyu? I heard that Tim Tszyu talking about he going other routes and he doing this. Tim Tszyu, if you talking about you crazy as hell. You got to fight to be right there to be undisputed. And I think he'll beat Jermell Charlo. I think he'll beat you. It'll be a good fight to see. You need to go and step in the ring with Jermell Charlo. Nobody else, Charlo. That would be your best bet. Josh Taylor versus Teofimo Lopez. I already told y'all what's going to happen in that fight with Teofimo Lopez versus Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor is going to beat the hell out of Teofimo Lopez. He going to get in the center of the ring with him, go shoulder to shoulder, and Teofimo Lopez ain't going to know what to do. For one, he can't use that sliding sub-zero jab he got. That ain't going to matter against Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor is a phone booth fighter, and he going to beat the hell. And he a southpaw. He's going to beat the hell out of Teofimo Lopez. That's going to be an easy fight for him. Sebastian got all the sleep he needed last night. Yeah, he got hit hard. But, you know, like I said, it's a blueprint for Sebastian now. Catching him while he opened up. You should really stay away from Sebastian. I don't even see why people... Erickson Lubin would have beat him if Erickson Lubin had footwork. I don't know what made him want to stand there and fight this dude. He all he had to do was move from angles and move his feet. He would have beat him. Now, I'm not sure if Mendoza did that. Mendoza probably just caught him with a lucky combo, you know what I'm saying, or a good time combo. But Erickson Lubin could have beat him too. He just don't have footwork. That's something he need to work on. But I always say this about Coach Cunningham. Respect to Coach Cunningham. He got a lot of southpaw champions. But a lot of his southpaws that was champions were limited southpaws. And Erickson Lubin, now we know, is a limited southpaw. No footwork. No footwork. Y'all give me 1 second. I got to take a break right quick. Give me 1 second, please. Got another fight I got to talk about. Keyshawn Davis versus Anthony Yiggett. Impressive knockout, impressive stoppage. You know, I told y'all from John, Anthony Yiggett is a paperwork boy. Anthony Yiggett is a fighter that looks good on paper, but the eye contest, everybody knew Keyshawn Davis was going to win that fight. It's not to hate on Keyshawn Davis. nor take away his win. But he fights paperwork boys. When it's time to, when fighters who can win an eye contest against him, Frank Martin, Floyd Schofield, then we hear other situations out his mouth. See, he was finna fight Emmanuel Tagoe, the guy that Ryan Garcia beat. Keyshawn Davis is fighting paperwork boys. Yes, Keyshawn Davis is a hell of a fighter, great skill set, but he's going around saying step up fights. He's going off resumes. And these guys have already lost to fighters that are on the level of Keyshawn Davis. That's all I'm saying. I'm not knocking his wins. I'm not trying to knock him down in no way, shape, form. But you can't fool me. See, Floyd Schofield ain't a paperwork boy. Yeah, he got more fights than you, matter of fact. Floyd Schofield got more fights than you, as a matter of fact. And you won't even mention his name. Somebody he a prospect. Because Floyd Schofield can pass the eye contest of beating you. Frank Martin can pass the eye contest of beating you. So now everybody ain't ready for you, but you ready for them paperwork boys. You ready for them paperwork boys? We want to see the real deal. Yo, you know Frank want that smoke. Eldor, you know Frank want that smoke. We all know Frank want that smoke. Keyshawn don't want that smoke. Now, y'all see it strolling down the bottom. Y'all see it strolling down the bottom right there. You see it? Support the channel, baby. Support the channel. Real deal boxing, no racism, no bias talk. Show your boy Easy some love. Cash app your boy. We ain't gonna never forget that. We ain't rich around here. I ain't boxing. You understand me? We trying to get it. Support the channel. Now, you don't just ad libbing, y'all. I go on, I watch the boxing news, and then I just continue on running my mouth, you know. So, Andrew Ruiz possible. Oh my God, Andrew Ruiz leave Tyson Fury alone. It's a good payday for you, but that's all it's gonna be. Is a good payday for you. Please, Andrew Ruiz, stay away from Tyson Fury. Don't go and get your head beat in. Leonard Allaby trashes Devin Haney said Tank beats him. Aaron doesn't view him as the best. Bob Aaron don't view nobody as the best but Vasyl Lomachenko. So he shouldn't be worried about that. Leonard Allaby trashes. You know, Leonard Allaby, I respect Leonard Allaby, but you know, the facade that he out here telling people that the belts are not important and that it matters about who making the most money. That's not boxing. That's not boxing, Leonard Allaby. Yes, they have to make money to feed their kids. The legendary status of boxing is the hardware. Who's undisputed? Who's moving up in weight classes, fighting bigger fighters and winning? That's what boxing about. Not who can be seen in a mall and make people cry. Not because you can walk down the street. I wouldn't care if nobody knew me and I had all 4 belts in boxing. I wouldn't care if a soul knew me. Everybody in boxing know me. I bet you that favorite fighter that you do know, I bet when you mention my name to him, he don't want to talk about me. That fighter, that everybody going crazy about. I bet you if you say my name to him, if I got all them belts, I bet you don't want to talk. Yeah, so everybody can know you. It don't matter to me. But I know I'm known in sport. I'm known in what we do. That's all matter to me. You can get the praise. You can get the pay-per-view views. That don't matter. But you know you ain't going to get no pay-per-view views off me. You know when I send that contract, you going to act like you didn't get it. That's all matter in the sport of boxing. Not all that money talking. Now, this ain't rap music. This ain't love and hip-hop. This boxing. This is boxing, baby. Nobody worry about all that. Ain't nobody worried about all that. The belts is what it's about. You right, brother. All they talk about, like Devin Haney say, everybody talking about belts ain't got one. That's why all this disrespect about somebody having titles is out there now, because they ain't got them and they ain't trying to get in there. Why is it that Tank ain't tried to be unified yet? Why is it that Ryan Garcia ducked Devin Haney for the fight for that WBC title? Everybody talking about belts badly ain't got one. So they want to make the belt factor obsolete. They want to make that obsolete to the new fans. No. The belt factor is very serious. That was the whole point of being in boxing. See, undisputed makes you prove that you're the best, because you have to go and take titles for other guys that are just as good as you. So if you go and beat all them guys, you're the best. You see what I'm saying? That's why undisputed is so important. Not pound for pound, not pay-per-views, not superstar status. Derek Anderson, I haven't checked him out yet. Yeah, and then the Ellaby says that because that was Floyd's thing. Floyd was never undisputed. The closest Floyd came to undisputed was beating Carlos Baldomir. Carlos Baldomir was really the undisputed champion when he beat Zav Judah. But due to the fact of Don King and them playing with them belts, when Floyd fought Baldomir, he should have been undisputed. But the belts wasn't there. So Floyd Mayweather has never been undisputed. Now, to me, the best ever. To me, the best ever. But Floyd Mayweather has never, ever been undisputed. And see, that's why when they say the Mayweather era, that's why you hear boxers like Ryan Garcia and Tank and Leonard Ellaby, they talk about the belts like they ain't nothing. Why? Because they don't have them. My thoughts on Keyshawn Davis, sharp fighter, very talented, young black fighter. I support him, you know what I'm saying, as far as a black male, staying out the streets, pursuing his career, accomplishing his goals. I don't criticize fighters beyond nothing but what I see in boxing. And what I see with Keyshawn Davis fights a lot of paperwork boys. And by paperwork boys, I mean fighters that have a good resume, but by eye test, you see that he can beat them. But when it's a fighter like Floyd Schofield, when it's a fighter like Frank Martin, it's just capping going on. And I ain't liking that. You know, you saying these dudes is prospect. Floyd Schofield got more fights than you. Floyd Schofield has more fights than you. How the hell you gonna say he's a prospect and you a contender? It don't matter. It don't matter. Go handle your business. He said he wants smoke. Now, y'all, I done been on for a minute. I got to really eat. You know what I'm saying? Lay down. You know what I'm saying? I probably got to go to work later. I just wanted to get on and spit my 2 cents about the situation. So I'm going to be on 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Once again, I ask that you support the channel. You see it going across the bottom of the screen. You see it right there, baby. Support the channel. Hit the like button. Make sure you're hitting your notifications as well. You never thought you'll live to see what, Brandon? What you thought you'll never live to see? The way that boxing is going. I I knew boxing was getting out of hand when I seen on PBC the most well-dressed boxer. Who cares about the most well-dressed boxer? You see Abner Maris walking around with his hair sprayed painted like the Tin Man. You see a lot of stuff going on in the sport that people don't really care about no more. Well, shouldn't care about it when it goes to masculinity. Boxing is a man's sport, basically. We don't care about how men dress. We don't care how much money you got. Why? Because we ain't gay and you can't sleep with us. So Leonard Ellerby, we don't care about how much money they making. I don't. They can't buy me, and I'm not gay. So a nigga having money don't do nothing for me. I salute them on that. Keep getting your bread. Keep stacking it up. Keep living good. But I don't give a damn about how much money. I'm not a female. So it don't matter to me about who got the most money and who got this. I need it back. You know, that don't do nothing for me. I don't know when. That's what I'm saying. When did that start? You know, they still talking about social media. Who the biggest star? Nobody give a damn about social media. Who gonna fight everybody? That's what we want to know about. Who gonna fight everybody? Nobody give a damn about he's a superstar. First of all, household name. Let me explain this to people. I explain this to people all the time from my old videos. A household name is Mike Tyson, George Foreman, Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. That's a household name. Household name means your grandmama know their name. They know who they is. And she don't even watch boxing. You see what I'm saying? Your auntie know who that is. And she don't even watch boxing. That's a household name. A superstar is a superstar in the sport of boxing, which boxing is a sport that's rarely watched, especially in the black community. I don't know why black people try to sit up and lie and act like boxing is shown like the NBA. My homeboys used to look at me crazy because I would always go to their house and watch boxing videos. Boxing is not that well known in the black community. It was back in the day, but in today's modern era, the average black dude don't care nothing about boxing unless they see a knockout from a fighter strolling on Facebook or on YouTube. Then they become a fan and then they watch it. Then they become a fan and then they watch it. That's why he got the fight. He funny as hell. Y'all, we got 2 minutes left. You know, I just wanted to get on and spit my 2 cents for a minute. You know, sounds about last night. Shakur Stevenson calling out Devin Haney. That's a must see. You know, if he should be victorious over, you know, Vasyl Lomachenko. I'm telling y'all, I know a lot of y'all got a lot of respect for Devin Haney, but go back and watch Jojo Diaz versus Devin Haney. And Jojo Diaz is not the fighter that Vasyl Lomachenko is. Yes, Shakur beats Tank. Yes. In my opinion, yes, he beat Tank. Tank only chance is a knockout punch that I don't think he gonna get. That's just the way I feel about it. Well, y'all, I done been on for a minute, man. I thank y'all for tuning in. You know, I hope y'all have a blessed Sunday. Y'all be safe out here. Please hit them like buttons. Hit your notifications. You know what I'm saying? Hit the 3 buttons so you can get the videos every time they pop up. Once again, hit the like button, man. And this your boy Easy Work, man. I'm up out of here. Y'all be safe.